All right, everyone, and welcome in. I am Kotzy Day.
And I am Make Way for Cat, and welcome to the Kotzy and Cat Chat.
Hey!
We did it first try.
Yay! You're right, we are seasoned now. We are professionals.
And I was like, did I say Kotzy correctly? I did. I said Kotzy correctly.
You did it! You did it! You're a master. Oh,
Forgive me if I go back.
Right. Oh gosh. So what have you been playing the past couple weeks?
Oh, so last time we talked, you were like knee deep in Chef RPG, and I finally got into Chef RPG.
Nice.
And
What are your thoughts?
Obsessed. Absolutely obsessed.
I love it.
The only thing I don't like is those data cells or power cells. Power cells, I think is what they're called.
Oh yeah.
You can only get them from the request boards. So
Oh,
I'm at
okay.
the point. Yeah, so I'm at the point in my game where I can't do anything until I get those. So I'm just save scrubbing until I get a day where they show up, and then I do the quest, turn it in, get my power cells, go back to bed, and then save scrub again until I get the next round. So I haven't been able to record anything because it's just that boring bit.
It's just like going over and over and over again. See, I haven't even reached that part yet. I think I got up to like 4-ish episodes before people started wanting to move on to other games, and so I just kind of followed through. Plus spooky season came along, and so I started playing other things. And what I've been playing a lot, because everyone keeps voting for it all the time, is Graveyard Keeper. Friggin' Graveyard Keeper. Like, it's won like 3 or 4 weeks in a row. Like, I'm so surprised. It's been like really last week it tied with Traveler's Rest, and I was like begging people to like please break the tie. But it still won. It still won out. And
it's such a great game though.
It really is. And this is the first time I'm playing on Steam, which means I get the 4th DLC on it called Better Save Soul. And it's really interesting. I get to see Smiler. And I don't remember who the other guy, Auric or something like that. I just cleaned up his little cellar room. You're right. It's Uric. You're right. But yeah, I've been making a lot of progress and everything, and it's been really interesting and fun. So it's always interesting and fun.
I'm certain that I'll be doing another live stream or 2 of Graveyard Keeper before the month's out. Absolutely.
As you should. Any good spooky season should have some Graveyard Keeper in it. Any 100%. Good spooky season. Anything else have you been playing?
I will sing from the rooftops about Windmill Academy. Let me tell you something.
I love it. We've both been playing that one.
I haven't been able to play it. Oh yeah, I wanted to ask you questions. So I'll tell you my experience real quick, and then I want to hear yours so badly.
Sure.
The route I'm playing right now is going heavy into herbology, potions, like the whole knowledge reasoning track bit. And obviously I'm pursuing Theo.
Nice.
He did not show up in the entire 3rd year, which had me nervous.
What?
Yeah, I don't know if it was a bug or something. It had me nervous because he was making comments about possibly, like, maybe he could be like sick or cursed, or we do know that he's probably an orphan based on conversations he had with purple guy. I can't stand him. I can't remember his name.
Cyrus,
yeah, that guy. Anyway.
I love your absolute disgust for him.
I can't stand him. But yeah, so he hasn't shown up, and I'm thinking it's just a bug because on their Steam page, and this blew my mind, they have like images from the game, and I saw a picture of Theo, and I was like, why does this look different? And I realized it's like in a more grown up image of them. So I think over the course of like the 6 years that this game goes, they're gonna grow up, which is great.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's fantastic. See, I didn't realize they looked more childlike at first. I thought it was just the style of drawing until you actually shared those photos with me. And then I was like,
Yeah.
I feel weird now. Can we get to the part where they're grown up?
I didn't think about that because I haven't played it since I sent you those photos. So
I haven't either, but I was also still like, that's kind of what turned me, like, I started looking at other games. Also, life got overwhelming, and also Next Fest. But
yes.
one of the main reasons I haven't gone back is because it was like, I feel so weird about this now because these are like 13, 14-year-olds I am now coming to realize, and that makes me feel icky. Like, that makes me feel so icky. And I understand that my character is supposed to be that age too. But at the same time, what did we talk about before? Age-appropriate thirst. We need the age-appropriate thirst. And I understand that this is supposed to be kind of like a, Harry Potter Hogwarts kind of like cute game narrative version of it. But like, still, it just made me feel the ick a little bit, and I'll still go back and play because I love it. It's wonderful. I love the gameplay loop, and I am going to record it and post it out there. I don't care if it gets views or not. Like, I just love it. But we're going down like a really similar route because I'm doing herbology, potions, and healing. Yeah.
Healing, yes, that's the main one I'm actually going for, and I can't believe I forgot to say it.
And it's so hard to up your skill in healing. It is so difficult because you don't have a study. You don't have a study for it. All you can do is the job and then the classes. Yep. That's all you can do for it. No?
You need to level up. You know the Forbidden Forest?
Yeah, I've opened the forest, yeah.
Okay. Well, what year are you on, first of all?
I think I'm beginning 3.
Okay.
Or I'm in the middle of 3. I can't remember.
I don't think I did this until year 3, but if you level up, there's like that white deer looking thing standing in the distance, and you could do like animal handling with them.
Yeah.
If you upgrade that will also give you healing. Yeah. So one of the things I'm discovering is when you upgrade, you can actually upgrade your different like jobs and study tables and all those things, and it changes what it gives you.
I didn't realize it changes what it gave you. I thought it just stayed on the same things. Oh, nope. OMG. Okay, I have to go back and do that now. I didn't realize that because I know my animal handling has gone up specifically because cat.
Yes.
Because Darjeeling, my little darling cat.
Darjeeling.
But isn't that so cute? One of my subscribers suggested that name, and I was like, that is too cute. I have to. And so obviously that ups your kindness and your animal handling. I don't think that one changes. But I've gotten that one upgraded, so it's giving me even more skill points on those two consistently. So I think I can actually probably upgrade that deer right away. So, oh man, I'm so excited to go back and do that. I'm ready. I'm ready. Thank you for that tip. My gosh, I didn't even know. I had no clue. Yeah, I'm pursuing Daisy because herbology.
She's so sweet. She's like my bestie.
Yes. My bestie. She's wonderful. I haven't really dove in too far into the relationships yet. I've kind of been like going really hard at just the herbology, potions, and healing. Mm-hmm. So I haven't really dove too far into those. Oh, I will say there are some healing books too. I've come across like one or two. Yeah, 1 or 2, and that's it so far. But then there's also a potions one, and I haven't seen a herbology one, I don't think, yet. So
I think I did have a herbology one.
Maybe I just missed it, or maybe I'm just misremembering, because that's totally possible. But
you buy them from the shop, so it could be RNG whether or not you find it anyway.
True. But yeah, so we both love Wimble Academy, if y'all haven't picked up on that.
I think it's a riot that you and I have almost identical paths that we've got. No, they are pretty much identical.
That's so funny.
I want to play a second playthrough where I go, there was like the music, the smithing, and the art track. I want to see how that goes. Like, I want to see. And I want to do the cooking. Yeah?
I want to do cooking and alchemy. I want to do cooking and alchemy, I think, next time. You don't want to do alchemy because Cyrus.
Nope.
That's the only reason you don't want to do alchemy.
I was just about to say that. That guy can,
suck an egg. That's my like non-insult insult. You can go suck an egg.
Yeah.
I don't care about him too much, but I find it hilarious that you like are so repulsed by him.
I can't stand him.
So funny.
But I also think it seems appropriate, right? That they're not, because I've been like doing as much talking to other people as I can, but like you only get to like maybe friends by the end of the first year, and then friends in like the second year, and then I don't know. It's like a slow progression of relationships. So
It's very slow.
fingers crossed. It
Yeah.
doesn't seem like any like romantic stuff will happen until you're much further on. And please, please.
Yeah. And you have to pay attention to upping skills in certain things too. Otherwise, you don't get the opportunity for the real boosters in friendship storyline or the more detailed storylines, it seems like. So,
I get so sad when I get one of those options and I can't click any of them.
I've run into those more often now because they have to be like level 3. I think it is. It's like patience, kindness, socialization, courage is one. Yeah, they're all over the place.
Really get them. Yeah, you could really get them from any of them. And there's like what, like 24 of them total of those different skill tracks. And for those of you guys that are listening and don't know Wimble Academy is like, it's a Harry Potter. It's like a magic school, but there's like 24 different attributes that you can focus on getting, whether or not you want to be a combat specialist or do flying or work on your knowledge or potions like we are, animal handling, healing, like any of them. And there's 30
different endings, that you can go.
And you can, and it's technically partly a romance sim too, because you can end up something like that with any of. I haven't gotten to the end to know how it goes, but
it's like a choose your own adventure Harry Potter meets like really cute, like soft narrative, like game world. I want to say.
And it's a very easy game. Like there's no
super easy, super chill.
It's just like click. It's like click, click, click. I want to learn this. We're gonna go do this. We're gonna go do this. And
I will say, attend enough classes so you can get your scholarship at the end of the year, because that gives you a money boost.
Yes. So, and as Theo will tell you, you don't have to attend every class. I skip all combat classes. I skip all flying classes, and I still get my scholarship at the end of the year.
I skip all classes except for the ones that have to do with my particular like section of study now. I skip all of them, and then I go and just do independent study in the ward, which is like the healing area, or in the greenhouse.
Same.
And I just do that now. I don't even do anything else. So
Kotzy and I are going to become magical doctors.
Yeah, we are. Bestie.
And I'm going to marry the next school headmaster, and I think Kotzy's going to marry a chef.
The next herbology teacher? No, it's the next herbology teacher. She's going to take over herbology. Oh, yeah, that's true. She is also a chef. Yeah, you can go to tea with her, which is really cute.
I do tea parties with her.
Super fun.
She's my bestie.
I'm not close with anyone else. Close with anyone else.
Oh, really?
I have not socialized. I've mostly just been like grinding on skills. I'm terrible.
I've been also like, I've been doing like friendship with Lumi as well.
Yes.
I don't know. There's a few times where you can actually get multiple people in. So like there was one time where I was talking to Lumi and then it brought Daisy in. And then I was talking to Lumi and it brought Theo in. And learned some really wild stuff.
Yeah. I've had a Theo and Lumi one, and I've also had a Cyrus and Lumi one, and then a Cyrus and what's her name? I'm forgetting right now. Iana? No.
Ida.
Huh?
Ida?
Is it Ida? Yeah, I think it is Ida. Yeah, I think it is Ida. Yeah, the red-haired forger. Girl. Yep.
Yeah.
The Smith. So, anyways. So today our topic is not just Wimble Academy, I promise.
Yes.
Although we could talk about this forever. It's actually on backlogs. Our backlogs. And how we process them, what gets picked first, what gets released, blah, blah, blah. And how they are a mile long. They're so long. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I have 142 games currently in my wish list.
I actually just deleted a couple. I'm so bad at keeping my wish list up to date.
Same.
I was 133 last I checked, but
Mm-hmm.
like there's still games from this next fest, last next fest, and
Oh
wholesome
yeah.
games over the summer that I have not added in here yet.
Yep.
So
Yep.
I
Well,
don't
and
know.
that doesn't even include the games that I've gotten and I just haven't played yet. Like, I'm
Same.
really bad about that, actually. I am so bad about just like picking up a game that I think looks amazing and I get really excited about, and then something else like catches my fancy, or I just want to play something like chill because I've had like a rough time of it IRL or something like that. And I just want something familiar
Mm.
and fun. So it's just all over the place. But I know there's got to be, I don't even know how many games I have, but there's got to be at least 50. There's got to be at least 50, which is
Mm-hmm.
insane to say. So crazy. Oh gosh, I'm terrible. But that's also kind of like brings me to what makes it fun when I'm able to do Toss Up Tuesday and like dive into that backlog and playing like just
Yeah.
random things. And it seems like it's actually been like a really fun thing for people watching me too. Like they've actually enjoyed a lot of them. Like Moonlighter was one of them that was in my backlog for like a while, and it was just a random like poll and they picked that one and it did really well. So I don't know. You
Nice.
never know. But first line, we're going to talk about what is a backlog and what ours looks like. Well, we kind of already did that. Next up is top 5 picks on our backlog list.
Okay. The notes I have in
So
there are wrong. So sorry in advance.
no, it's fine. It's fine. So I'll go first. I have a few on here. I have a few for each like section, but like Bow, Path of the Teal
Mm-hmm.
Lotus, No, Nine Souls, and Ogu and the Secret Forest. Those are all RPG platformers or like
Yes.
puzzle action adventure games that are I'm not really sure would do very well in the channel. Like I think I've thrown Bow, Path of the Teal Lotus in there on a poll or something before, but I don't remember. But I would love to be able to get the chance to play these. They're just not like the usual type that I play on channel,
Right.
but they're gorgeous. They look super fun and cute. Or at least Ogu and the Secret Forest looks super cute. The other two look like just gorgeous and like they have a really fun
Mm-hmm.
storyline, but they're all platformers, which I know a lot of people who watch me don't really enjoy platforming very much.
I
Um
hate platforming.
I know you do. You're like,
Although Ogu
I'm
in
not
the
on this train.
yeah, Ogu in the Secret Forest is less of a platformer and more like a Link to the Past. It's that kind of like
That's true.
puzzle
Yeah.
style. Yeah, I played the demo for that one and it's great. So
Yeah, I
I
can't wait.
definitely agree with you there.
And it's one of those ones I think that was on the great on deck list, if I'm
Mm-hmm.
remembering correctly. I might be wrong. But I think it was one of the ones that was great on deck. So it's a really good one for controller, playing on Steam Deck, etc. But yeah, this I want to say like platformers or like the puzzle action adventure, like Ogu and the Secret Forest. Those are like my OG loves, like from childhood with like all the Zeldas and Mario games that I used to
Yeah.
play on like Super Mario, N64, Wii, all that. Like those are the ones I originally fell in love with and used to play. Gosh, what was one of them that I used to play? It was not Animaniacs. What was gosh, it was, maybe it was Animaniacs. Um but it was like not Roger Rabbit, Bugs Bunny. It was a bunch of those characters, you know, like from that era, and it was a
Mm-hmm.
platformer. Gosh, I'm gonna have to look that up now. Dang it. I
I
have to
remember
look it up.
Aladdin.
You remember
Aladdin on the
Aladdin?
Super Nintendo was my
Oh
platformer that I replayed a lot.
yes, that's
Mm-hmm.
right. I'm typing it out. I have to look now. No, it's not Animaniacs. Bugs Bunny. No, that's Rabbit Rampage. This isn't what it was. What was that era though? What was that called? Like what
Super Nintendo?
no. The it's not WB.
Warner Brothers, right?
Warner Brothers. Thank you. Warner Brothers. I know Warner Brothers Super Nintendo game. Oh my word. There's so many. This is gonna take too long, I think. But like that's like the type of thing I used to dive into when I was younger, and I am. This is gonna be one of those ones that I'm like obsessively having to look into until I figure it out, because I remember that there was like Mickey Mouse in there too. There was a Mickey Mouse one that was a platformer.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yeah, there was a bunch of different ones, but yeah, you're like, I know what you're talking about. Don't remember what it was called, but I know what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. A lot of the games in that era were just platformers like that.
Yeah. Well, it is Tiny Toons, maybe? That might be it. I don't know.
Tiny Toons Adventures?
Yes. Yep, Tiny Toon Adventures. I think that might be it for the Warner Brothers one. But I just remember, and it was so much fun. But and I think the other one was like Mickey Mouse. Now I have to look. It's not the Magical Quest. It's not the Magical Quest. Oh, maybe it is. That's Mickey Mania. Gosh, guys, I'm going down a rabbit hole, but this is so nostalgic right now. This is ridiculous. I cannot believe it.
Tickling all of your nostalgia bones right now.
I think it is Magical Quest, right? Actually, I think it is actually Magical Quest. This looks super familiar. Oh my gosh, yes, this is tickling my nostalgia like bones so badly. Anyways, we can stop now. We can move on. But yeah, those were like my original loves, like my OG games that I fell in love with. Were all of these platformers, and then like the puzzle action adventure. So they hit that sweet spot for me. I still love them today. I don't hate platformers like you do. So I still love falling into them.
Terrible.
You're
just terrible at platformers.
You did great at Chained Together, though.
I have no idea how. Maybe I'm better at them than I think.
But anyways, what's your first set?
The first one in my backlog is Bloomtown. I have it.
Oh.
I just haven't had a chance to play it yet. I really enjoyed the demo. Yeah, the demo was great. I'm a little like I don't really enjoy turn-based RPGs anymore.
Right.
But I still want to give it a fair shot. Yeah. So Bloomtown is number 1 on my backlog.
Especially since it's spooky season. It's so appropriate right now.
It is. It's very appropriate right now.
So appropriate right now. Oh gosh. I feel like I went on so much and you're just like, concise. My bad. Sorry, guys.
It's all good.
Then I have a couple on here. The Wild at Heart. And then another one is Prune and Milo. And these are games that looked so cute and lovely. And I recently discovered them and got them on sale via Steam. So Prune and Milo, I actually discovered, I believe it was through the same developers of Farlands. So Farlands came out in EA, and I really enjoyed that. Really enjoyed that game and that experience. And so I looked into the devs a little bit more. And Prune and Milo, it came out not long ago. I don't remember when it came out, but it was sometime this year. And it looked super cute, super interesting. It's kind of more of an action adventure like dungeon crawler puzzle one. And then Wild at Heart just looks beautiful. And that one actually has like, I think more of a spooky theme as well, or like a sadder theme. It's kind of a mix of narrative and adventure. So it looks really, really cute. But yeah, so those are ones that I just discovered and they looked really adorable or really fun and got them on sale on Steam. So those are up there in my backlog too.
Okay, well then I've got a double one for you too.
Yes. Give me more.
Echoes of Plum Grove and Ever After Falls. And they're both like farm sim type games. They're kind of unique in the genre, and I have played both of them on stream on my channel, and like I want to get back to them eventually, but I just have not.
Right.
I don't really know how else
Right.
to
Where's the
say
time?
it.
So it was Echoes of the
Yeah,
Plum Grove, and then what was the other one?
Ever After Falls.
Ever After Falls. Yes. I love both of those so
Mm-hmm.
much. I love
You and
both
I
of
played a
those
lot
so
of Ever
much.
After Falls.
Yes, we
Mm-hmm.
did. We need to play more.
We do.
If we could get it to
We do.
work, we can't get it to work. That's the
Oh yeah,
problem.
the multiplayer. Mm-hmm.
Well, the cross-platform and the multiplayer, yeah. Oh, so annoying. But I think it's because it's supposed to be built for couch co-op, specifically like
Yeah, I
two
think
players
so.
on the same console. So that's kind of the issue with that. But yep. Also Echoes of the Plum Grove, just so good. Just so good.
It is. And I haven't even made it to the first winter yet.
You didn't? I totally thought you made it. I totally thought you finished
I
your
think
first
I'm
year.
still in fall. No, I think I'm still in fall.
Wow.
I got
I had no
married.
idea.
I think we had our first kid, and then that's as far as I got.
Oh, so
I'm
you
pretty
haven't
certain I'm
even
still in
gone
fall.
you haven't even like become one of your children yet, like one of your
No.
offspring. Oh.
Nope.
Okay. Gotcha. You definitely need to go back and do that then.
I do, absolutely.
But I will say there's so much on our plates for spooky season, so probably after spooky season.
Wimmel Academy has my heart right now.
I love Wimmel Academy. I love it, love it, love it. But we have so many demos. We have Traveler's Rest, which I think the holiday event just rolled out on Friday. And then
I think it's
there's
upcoming Friday, right?
Is it upcoming Friday? Gosh, now I have to go and check.
Out yet. I don't think it's out yet. I think the last time I looked it up, it was like October 27th or something like that. But I don't know.
They're rolling that out late then.
Yeah.
I wonder if they're going to have it only
no.
like available for a few days or something.
Maybe
I thought
I'm
it was
thinking of
this
World of
Friday.
Warcraft's- Maybe I'm thinking of World of Warcraft's holiday schedule.
Now I'm like questioning everything. What? I need to go look now.
I have it. I have it here. Traveler's Rest. Let's see.
Tell me.
No, all I see is the major update. I don't see when. If I scroll down far enough, maybe it'll tell me.
It was
when,
in your. I think someone in your Discord marked
they
the
did.
Twitter was where it was listed.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna go back.
Now we have to know, guys. We can't not know now. Like this cannot rest. Okay, so Travelers Innkeepers, the Halloween event will return to Travelers Rest this year. If you completed the mission last year, take the opportunity to get unique items for your tavern. And this was released on the 17th. So that was, what was that? Thursday? And now I have to like look at the actual site. I don't see a date on here though.
Will return. Yeah, it doesn't say
when. It doesn't say when. That's a bummer. And I haven't seen an update, I don't think, for Traveler's Rest either. No, I wanted to be here already.
I know. But
gosh, I hope they don't give us like only a few days.
No, it's usually
get all this stuff. It's usually a couple weeks at least, right? Like at least like 2 weeks.
I think what they do is it goes right up but against the Thanksgiving update.
Okay,
so we'll probably get it for a few weeks, then get the Thanksgiving update for a few weeks, and then Christmas update. I think that's how they usually. I think that's how they've done it in the past. Okay. Let me know if I'm wrong in the comments.
Okay. Yeah, let us know if anybody has
correctly.
The insider info or remembers things with crystalline perfection for the past years. Like, just let us know. We'd love to know. Okay, so back to me. These aren't like specific ones, but it's just like older Story of Seasons and Rune Factory games. So
yes, I like that for you.
Yeah, you like that for me. You're like, I don't want to do it, but I like that for you.
No, I have. I've played them all. That's why I would love for you to play them too.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah, and I have a bunch of them. Like I got a lot of the older consoles, like when I first like started getting into like Story of Seasons and Rune Factory. Like I go hard with stuff like this. I get pretty hyper fixated. And I got like I already had the Vita, the PlayStation Vita. I got the Nintendo DS and the Nintendo DS3. Is it the Yeah. And then I got like all of the Rune Factory ones, and then I also got some of the older Story of Seasons games earlier this year. I have not gotten Harvest Moon 64, which was prior to the switch over to Story of Seasons title.
Yep.
But yeah, I have a lot of them. I got Tree of Tranquility, Animal Parade, and Magical Melody this year in Wii. Great. So I'd love to play all of those. I've heard amazing things about all of them. So I watched, I think it was Tree of Tranquility was the one I have heard the least about. But after watching Ursha and Josh on Josh's Gaming Garden podcast, I was like, I gotta play that, because she named off a lot of reasons that I love games. And I was like, that sounds amazing. That sounds like one that's going to be a winner for me. So I got Tree of Tranquility alongside Animal Parade and Magical Melody, which have been raved about. So
yes,
yep.
So you mentioned earlier about games that shaped your childhood. I played. Sorry, I'm going to date myself here. I played the original Harvest Moon on, I believe it was Super Nintendo when it first came out, once upon a long time ago.
Love it.
I've played damn near every single one of them since. Every time a new one came out, I had it, which is why I've played pretty much all of them. I didn't have a Wii during the Wii bit, but I have watched my sister. She had when we were adults at that point with the Wii.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
We're old.
Yeah. Yep.
I watched her play Animal. Was it Animal Farm? No, Animal
Parade.
Animal Parade and Tree of Tranquility. But and Story of Seasons, when it switched over to Stories of Seasons, I've played every single one of them. Pioneer of Olive Town, I know Josh really likes that one. I hate it.
That was the first one I played.
Yeah?
Pioneers of Olive Town was the first one. Well, I liked it well enough that I started diving into the research. Like,
well, okay.
That was how I discovered Josh. It was either that or Rune Factory 5. Like, I forget which one it was, but that was how I discovered Josh.
Let me double check this here, because I want to make sure I say the right one. But for Rune Factory, I played Rune Factory 5. I didn't love it.
Not a lot of people who love the series did love it. A lot of people, I think their favorites are probably RF3 and RF4. 4 is especially like
4 fantastic.
Yeah, 4 is especially well loved, but I think a lot of people really adore 3 too. 4 is where you first started to be able to pick a female character. And I think it's like the story that most people absolutely love. The story, the dialogue, like the characters, etc. That people just absolutely fell in love with.
And when you play 4, the characters are great. And I think, when you play it, you're going to know exactly who I married.
I already do, because I've played some of it. I've already played some RF4 before I started streaming.
Heck yeah.
That was one of the first ones I started playing because it was available on Switch. So,
yes. Oh, is it really on Switch?
Yep.
I might have to get it and marry him again.
You should. Wait for a sale, though. Wait for a sale.
Oh, yeah, probably.
But so these are ones like it opened up a whole background world to me. Like I caught on to them really late, and the nostalgic love is there for a huge amount of players, and I can fall in love with an older game. I don't really usually have issues falling in love with an older game, so I definitely want to start dialing back and looking into those and looking into potentially streaming some of them too.
Awesome.
Yep.
I'm so excited for you to play all those games that were basically my whole life.
Nice. So what's up next for you?
Dave the Diver.
Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. I love Dave the Diver. So much.
I can't remember. I shot 2 episodes of it. I really like it. It didn't do well on my channel. I think that's because just a lot of like AAA gamers played it as well too. People who are much better at those kinds of games than I am. It's a lot of fun, but I just haven't gone back to it.
I got stuck on a shark. I got stuck on one shark battle, and I haven't been able to get past it. I probably tried it like 20 times.
Oh,
and I just haven't been able to get past it. Like, I cannot survive this one shark. And so, and it's been so long since I played it, I'll probably just restart it. But I love Dave the Diver. So good. The humor.
It is.
Oh, chef's kiss. So good. Oh my gosh. But yeah, you're right. A lot of AAA gamers did play it, and they are professionals. Like, they are amazing at what they do.
Yeah.
And that's not us. You're much more professional than I am. I'll just put that out there. But
well, thank you, I think.
I am not. I am so bad. Like, watching both of us play chefs, like Chef RPG. My timing on that nonsense, I got like a 4 on one of those scores. I'm pretty sure I got really bad scores. Like, really bad. And somehow, miraculously, I was able to get all of them at like 100 one time or above 95 one time to be able to get that like automatic, the auto cook. But dang, I was bad. So yeah. But oh gosh, love Dave the Diver. I'd love to get back into that one. Not now, but yeah, that's a good one. My next up, it's 2 of them. Yeah, Brookhaven Grimoire and Orange Season. So Orange Season is actually coming up, but I haven't tried the demo. But both of them have been poorly reviewed. Very poorly reviewed. I know. You're one of the people that's poorly reviewed, Brookhaven Grimoire at least. But it has an interesting concept. And this is the contrary kind of like, I do what I want cat side of me that comes out to play, where I'm just like, I'm going to do it anyway. Like, I'm going to play this game anyway. And it's ridiculous. I probably shouldn't, but I'm definitely going to do it anyway. So these ones are on the top of my list to try, especially Brookhaven Grimoire. That one is more interesting to me than Orange Season, because Orange Season is pretty much another farming sim. But the controversy over it is what really intrigued me, and that it's coming up this Thursday, I think, for full release. What we discovered?
I've heard of Orange Season, but what's the deal with it? The controversy?
We talked about it last time. So the original development team, Orange Season. The original development team disbanded, and it got taken over by new developers. And
yes, you did.
They pretty much like gutted and ruined it. And people like adored what it was before, absolutely loved it, fell in love with it. It was fantastic.
Aww.
And I don't know if they ran out of money, if there was like difference of opinion, like what happened. I don't remember. If you do know, leave a comment down below, let us know. But yeah, so this is just the contrary, I do what I want, bullheaded side of me. Like, if I am intrigued by something enough, and I mean, look at Brocula. That one I got, and it has terrible reviews, and it doesn't even look great, like when you look at the trailer, but I'm still going to try it because it has an interesting, aesthetic, like, and backstory to it, and I want to try it.
So. As you should. Look, Brookhaven Grimoire, while I do hate on it now, I still put, and this is according to my Steam page, 48.5 hours into it. Okay? So, despite the fact
well, you
that
only hated it when you got soft locked.
well, that's when I quit playing, yeah, it was the soft
Oh,
lock,
okay.
but there were still, like, quality of life issues with the game
Mm-hmm.
that annoyed me, but I still kept playing. I I still kept playing, so yeah.
Contrary side of cat, too. You will not make me stop playing this game no matter how much you... Oh, wait, you soft locked me? Forget you.
You soft locked me. Alright, yep.
I'm out.
Hey, I got to marry a vampire. This is awesome.
Yeah, done. Deal made. Oh gosh. So what's on your list next?
Disney Dreamlight Valley and Palia. I kind of put them together because they're very similar style games.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Palia is more like an MMO DDV is not, but
yeah. No, I get what you mean. Like the open world kind of
yes,
expansive game.
And I find that the players who play Dreamlight Valley are the same players who play Palia, and they kind of base. Yeah, and they have like their whole channels devoted to it. I feel like there's like a pipeline from Animal Crossing to Disney Dreamlight Valley to Palia, and then back to Disney Dreamlight Valley and back to Palia.
They all connect.
But for some reason, I think because of that, like there are just well-known YouTubers who all they do is Dreamlight Valley and all they do is Palia.
Oh yeah.
More so Dreamlight Valley than Palia, I think. And like my channel doesn't compete with that. No. And so as much as I like the games, Palia I fell off of. I really love Palia and I do want to go back. The reason I fell off of Palia though is because you had to get the higher level trees and such, and I just don't have the time to wait for the magic trees to spawn.
I think they increased the spawn rate though.
Well, I'd hope so by now, but that's still it's already kind of too late for me to go back at this point. I feel maybe when I don't think it's 1.0 yet. I think it's still early access, isn't it?
I don't know. I think you're right, but I don't know for sure. Maybe I actually 1.0. I actually was just watching someone Alice play Palia. It was the first Palia content I've watched in I don't even know how long, on Sharky's channel. He was doing a 12-hour stream dedicated to a member who passed away. Yeah, it was really heartbreaking. It was really, really heartbreaking. He was a huge member of the community that like followed Sharky from like the beginning. And so, his name was Brandon. If you guys know, you know. But, one of the things that someone turned in, I think it was like the Shark Teeth token for, was to see his partner play, his fiance play, Alice, some Palia. She picked the game, but she chose Palia, and it was really interesting to watch. And I I actually like started logging in again and was like, oh, maybe I'll pick this up again. And weirdly enough, I just picked up DDV again, like last week.
Yeah?
Yeah, literally last week. Or like a week and a half ago, something like that. But yeah, I just picked that back up. So it's weird that you're mentioning these.
That's funny. I mean, it's on my backlog for a reason. I plan to go back to them at some point.
Right.
It's just, yeah.
Yeah, they're great games.
These kinds of games... These kinds of games, they get updated so often because of the kind of game they are. And then after a while, you're like, how much of it did I miss?
Right. No,
and then you're like, I have to catch up.
There's so much to catch up on. I started over.
Did you?
Yeah, my first save was on my Switch for DDV. And I didn't want to transfer it over. I had gotten it also on Steam, and so I started playing on my Steam Deck. And I just started with a fresh file. I was just like, I don't remember how to play this. I want to start over from the beginning. And just went for it. So, and I've been having a really good time. But, man, the amount of time you have to sink into it. Like, to make all of the seasonal, like, quests and everything like that. And get all of the materials and stuff. Like, it's a lot. You have to be playing, like, every day. 2 to 3 hours, I want to say. Like,
I'm sure.
It is a ridiculous amount of time. It's a great game, but that's not It's not the only game, at least for me. So, anyways, but yeah. So,
All right, you're up
yep.
next.
Yep. Oh gosh. Oh, I love these two. Spiritfarer and Snacko. Spiritfarer and Snacko. They are games that I played on stream one time. Absolutely fell in love with them because it was the first time I played them for both of those streams, but I haven't had the time available to just pick them back up because they are both games that I really want to like dive into. And I think Snacko is still early access. I don't think that one is 1.0 quite yet. It's very, very close, but I don't think it's 1.0 quite yet.
Snacko.
Mm-hmm.
I soft locked that game and haven't played it again.
You soft locked that one too?
I did.
I didn't get very far. I tried it on the deck, and there were some, I think, big issues with the controllers, and I hated it. Like, I couldn't place things properly the way I wanted to, and so I was just like, nope, not gonna do it. And the instructions just didn't make sense to me. Maybe it was just my brain, totally possible, but it just, yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna play this on the computer. I'm not gonna play it on my deck, and I just haven't picked it up since. So, yep. And then Spiritfarer, I want to dive into that story. I loved that episode that I streamed, and it was just amazing. And I want to dive back in, and I want to learn more, and I want to meet more characters and everything like that, and help people move on. But it's one of those ones that I know I'm going to fall into because it's just so beautiful and so heart wrenching, and has such an amazing story.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's me. That's mine. That's all my stuff. I say top 5 picks, but that was way more than top 5 picks. Probably like more like top 5 reasons with some games listed. So.
Top 5 categories / reasons. My last one is Mineko's Night Market. I wanted to 100% that game, but then I guess like, yeah, it's so cute and it's so like kind of simple, but it's and I didn't get very far, and then I stopped playing it, and then I just kind of forget that I still have it. But I'm kind of cranky because I intended to 100% it, and then I didn't win the race in like the first night market, and now
same.
Now I'm mad.
And then you got mad about it and set it down.
Yeah, I mean,
I got farther than that.
I played much. Yeah, no, I played much further than that. I opened up like the third areas.
Same.
I just haven't.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just.
Yeah,
and I think at this point it's more because I keep forgetting that I have it than anything.
Right. I played that one with Kiddo a little bit actually to help with reading, and also to like do an activity together. But then life happened, and we just haven't picked it back up again. He loved it, and the humor is so good. The humor is so cute and good. I love it. It's super. If anyone hasn't picked it up, you should. And you've been like, it's been on your list. You should. It's great. It's a great game. It really, really is. It's so much fun. That's another one I would love to dive back into. And it's kind of like quirky, so I think it would have like fit kind of spooky season a little bit. Not like 100%. It's more like spirit, like semi-god type thing. But yeah, I think it might fit a little bit. So shady government people.
Yes, involved. Lots of shady government people.
So. Yeah. So, and now for the opposite side of the spectrum. The bottom. What are the bottom dregs of our backlog and why?
That you won't go back to?
That we might or we might not. So, and this isn't necessarily just for streaming, but we also, I think, have listed some reasons that they won't be streamed too. So, yeah. You start this one.
People are gonna hate me for this. Don't hate me for this. It's Stardew Valley. Okay, hear me out. Hear me out. I'm so tired of it. Look, when this game first came out, I was chomping at the bit to play it, right? I grew up on Harvest Moon games, Story of Seasons games. I was like, yes, this is it. I wrote half of the section on Sam in the wiki, okay? I was full board hardcore into Stardew Valley. I played 400 or more hours of it. And that was long before I had a channel. And now that I
Right.
have a channel, I tried to stream it once, and I'm like, this game has no replayability for me. It really doesn't. I picked it up again
Interesting.
when they had the island update. I played it, but unless they have like more additional content, but even then, I don't even know.
Right. Right.
I don't know if I do want to go back.
Well, that's fair. That's fair. I know a lot of people actually that don't enjoy Stardew Valley necessarily. I'm not one of them. I discovered mods, and it's like a whole new game every time, and you can set yourself like different challenges and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
it's also
mods.
one of the
Yeah.
yeah, it's a thing. Like if you're okay with mods, great. Like if you don't like mods, then it is what it is. But I also just like the plain Jane game too. It's one of those ones that's like comfortable and easy, and I go back to it, and it's
Mm-hmm.
one that I play with hubs. You know, like it's one of those ones that we do couch co-op together. So it's a lot of fun with that too. But yeah, I can see what you mean, and that's totally fair. Like I no hate, no shade.
Like I've literally married. I have a file where I've married pretty much everybody. I've pretty much done it all. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty much it for me on that one.
Yeah, yeah. So mine, you might be upset with me over this one,
I
is
am.
Botany
I
Manor.
am.
I am mad at you for this. Well, for me, it looks absolutely beautiful and really interesting. It just it's just missing something, like it's not capturing my interest like a lot of other games. I am still going to do it. I'm just going to have to be in some kind of mood. Like it's going to have to be one of those ones, or it's going to have to be something that's picked on a poll. Like, like people are going to have to pick it, and I'm going to have to pick it up. And I'm sure I'm going to love it when I pick it up, but it's just meh. Like it
Do you
just
like puzzle games?
yeah, I do.
Oh, okay.
I've seen some of your content on it. Like looked really
Ah.
great, looked enjoyable, but it just isn't something that will grab me first. Like I'll reach for one of those RPG platformer puzzle action games first, or I'll reach
Hmm.
for the next pixel art game first. Like this is not it's not like the top 5 of my list that I usually go for though.
Okay.
And
Okay.
it's just down there. I don't know. So, yep, sorry. I knew this one was going to get cat specifically. I knew it. I was like, oh man, she's going to be mad at me.
No. No.
She's just judging me a little. She's not mad. She's just disappointed.
I'm not that disappointed.
Okay, good. Oh, what's next for you?
Next for me is there are a bunch of early access titles that I bought it early access and
Mm-hmm.
they felt way too early access. And I'm talking One Lonely Outpost,
Mm.
I Am Future, Spirit of the Island, Farlands. They are all
A lot of
fun
ones
for
that I
like
really
20
enjoy.
minutes. I know they're fun for like 20 minutes for me, and then Spirit of the Island, I basically maxed out the content on quickly, and I was like, ugh. And then all the new updates were just too little, too late,
Yeah,
kind of thing.
yeah, yeah.
Um,
See, and this is
One
running
Lonely
into like.
Outpost,
Go ahead.
I
Sorry.
love. Well, One Lonely
Yeah.
Outpost, I love, but again, you get like an hour in, and then you're out of
Well, you
content.
had the bug where you lost your hotbar,
I
if I'm
did, yes,
remembering
actually,
correctly.
I did,
Like,
I
you
did.
had the bug where you lost your hotbar, and that was like just game breaking because you couldn't do anything.
It wasn't just the
Like,
hotbar; it froze my clock. Like my clock was completely frozen,
right. That was so
and
weird.
my inventory was half missing. Like the bag spaces were gone, and I had things in my
So
bag that
bizarre.
I couldn't see anymore. Yeah, it was a major. I apparently I'm queen of soft locking. Is
You
that
really
is
are.
that what we're
You
figuring out
are.
here?
I think so. I think it is. Because I played that in tandem. Like I played that when you were playing it right when it came out. I loved it. I still love it. It's one of those cozy ones that like I can play right before bed and it just like puts me to sleep. It's just like interesting but cozy enough that I can relax and go to sleep. But
Mm.
yeah, I really like it. But yeah, I played it right along with you, and I think I tried to help you a couple of times. Like tried a couple of different things, and just nothing worked.
Oh yeah.
Nothing worked. But yeah. I restarted a new save file sometime this last year, and I really enjoy all the updates. It's still EA. So yeah. So One Lonely Outpost, I Am Future. I like I Am Future, but I don't think I'll pick that one up until it's fully released, but I will pick it up, especially since Miggy Monkey won a contest and has a couple of little robots in there. Robot art.
Ooh, really?
So I definitely want to pick that up again, especially just to see that art. And I'm going to take some screenshots and post that when I do. Yep. Miggy Monkey, shout out. I don't think I ever got into Spirit of the Island. I don't know why, but it's making me think Ikone Island.
No.
But, and then of course Farlands, which I really liked. So I don't know. Yeah, three out of 4 of those, 75% of the ones that I really enjoy. But you kind of are just like, no. But this is really interesting because we're running into the issue of first impressions with EA. Mm-hmm. And they're ruining the game's chance to thrive instead
100%.
of leading them to success. I feel like there's like a catalyst on them. Like either you like them and you're still going to give them a chance, or you just are like, nope, another person, just like way too early release. Farlands was 0.1. It was like alpha, not EA.
Yeah.
And I think that's like the crux of it is like people are releasing things that are alpha, but calling them EA. And the impression that people get is it's close to being finished, or like at least is fleshed out enough to be a game, like with EA. And that's not what they're getting a lot of the time. It's not what they're getting a lot of the time.
Look at Fields of Mystria and Chef RPG. That's how you do early access. You
Agreed.
Clean that first year so well. Your game loop is solid.
I would even say Go-Go Town. I think Go-Go Town is another good rep.
Go-Go Town was great too. Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, but yeah, clean. There is a really good amount, like chunk of game. You know what you're going to be getting into, and you don't have too far out of an end date to be complete. Mm-hmm. And you have an idea of when you are going to be complete. Like a realistic one, not just a hopeful one. Because that's the other problem that people run into, like Coral Island.
I knew it was coming. I was sitting in the She's going to say Coral Island. She's going to say Coral Island.
But I love Coral Island, but I gotta say, like it was just hopeful planning. Like it was so unrealistic. It was so unrealistic. And even when they did full release, it wasn't really a full release. Let's be real here. Let's be real. So anyways, but yeah, it's that interesting crux of EA can actually ruin games for people and ruin the experience, and people will just return them, whether they're cheaper when they're in EA or not. And they'll never look back. So, yep. Next up on my list are Bunny Park and Capybara Spa. Both of those are by the same developer publisher as Lemon Cake, Cozy Bee Games. And the only reason I have them is because I got them in a bundle, and it was cheaper to get it in the bundle for Lemon Cake than to just get the game by itself. So they're not really in my wheelhouse of interest, but they are really cute. I would, again, have to be in a really particular mood to pick them up and play them. I know a lot of people like them, but I'm just like super meh. And I wish I could gift them to people. I wish I could gift people like games in my library that like I bought.
Oh, that would be cool.
That would be so amazing, but unfortunately, not so. Like, I wish it was like a solid, like an actual like physical copy. Like you could give it or gift it to someone, you know? Like if you
can
bought
never
like
play it again, and that's fine.
Yeah. If you bought a game, a physical copy of it, you'd be able to give it to someone. So I don't understand, like at least in my brain, why a copy of a game that you have bought you cannot gift to someone. So, anyways, in my opinion. So that's my stuff. That one's short and sweet.
I'm joining you on that hill.
Let's start a community. Let's start a riot.
Yeah. I don't think Steam is gonna care that much.
Yeah, they're gonna be like, y'all are fine. Move on. But yeah, that's it for me on that one. What's next up for you?
Okay, so my next one is Bandletail. It was cute.
Oh, yeah.
But it was the party thing, I don't get it. Like
Yeah.
I get the knit crafting, that is so fun and so cute, but then like we're gonna have a party.
Yeah. Was it the League?
It feels very out of place.
Did you have like the lore and like the background from League of Legends on it? Because I didn't, so I don't know.
Not entirely. I've never played League.
But
sorry, I had to sneeze.
No, you're fine. But I just, yeah, I don't know. It's so quirky and cute. I wish I could have gotten into it because I got it too. And
yeah, I made it to like the school area, and like the quests were fun. But like then I had to like make the party again, and it seems like it's way more complicated than I care for it to be.
It put me to sleep, if I'm going to be honest. Like, not in a good way. Like, it put me to sleep. I didn't get very far at all. I think I got like 45 minutes into it. Oh, and I actually fell asleep. Actually fell asleep on my couch.
This reminds me of Fae Farm.
Oh, we have a AAA
dev dipping their toe into a cozy game genre, and they don't know what they're doing.
Nope. They haven't the foggiest. Well, okay, yeah, and I will give Bandletail that it was better than Fae Farm. In my opinion.
Yeah. 100%.
I will say Bandletail was better than Fae Farm, but
I will die on the hill about Fae Farm. How much I'm mad at that game. You die on your
I know you will.
You die on your Coral Island hill. I will die on Fae Farm.
Well, I like Coral Island. I just give it crap. I just rag on it because it wasn't put out well. But I still love it. It's still a great game. But yeah, it's Fae Farm. Yep. And Bandletail. I would much rather play Bandletail any day, honestly, than Fae Farm.
Same.
And I played Fae Farm. I played a good amount of Fae Farm. I just got progressively more annoyed as I played Fae Farm.
Yeah,
until I stopped playing.
I was like, it's the same thing.
I got to the ice area. I made it to like full on like the ice area, and then I was just like, it's the same exact thing. Flip a desk.
Yeah.
I want to flip a desk. Like yeah. So, and I'm actually like a really good usually at like repetitive loops, but this one like was too much repetitive loop for me. And the relationships sucked. The relationships sucked. And the dialogue had so many typos.
Yes, it did.
It was ridiculous. So, anyways, yeah. Yep.
You're next. Your last one, I think.
Okay. Calico and Chilltown.
Oh, Calico. Okay.
Both are ones that are like really cute, and they're in genres that I enjoy. Like, you would really think that they would be really interesting and capture my interest and make me want to play them, but I don't know. There's just like something's like lacking. Some piece isn't there, and it's just holding me back. And I honestly have no clue what. But there's always something just a little bit more interesting, or there's always something just a little bit, more homey or something like that. Like it just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it is. Just
now I remember.
It doesn't have that je ne sais quoi. It doesn't have that like piece that's like pulls me in and captures me. So I don't know.
Calico, I finished, but it's very simple. It is very simple.
It looks really cute. I got it on like Deep Sale or something like that recently. So.
Yeah. I don't even know why I finished Calico because it really wasn't up my alley so much.
It has
but
great
it wasn't
reviews.
that long of a game. I think I 100%ed it in like 4 hours.
Oh, that's easy. Yeah, maybe I will play it soon.
Yeah, it's a very quick game. Chilltown is like the Animal Crossing vibe, but again, early access makes or breaks you.
Yep. I feel like the one that's going to be like truly like the new Animal Crossing is probably going to be Puff Pals when it eventually comes out. Puff Pals Island Adventures. So, but that one is still alpha, I think, maybe beta, but yeah, that one is still in the works. Still in the works. So, yeah. What is your next one up?
My next one up is Bilkin's Folly. Now, I really
Oh,
loved this
you
game.
loved that. Yeah.
I did, and then I got to a minecart puzzle, and
Uh,
people were coming to me for solutions. Where do I
mm-hmm.
go to find
Mm-hmm.
solutions?
It's
Nowhere.
the
I could
truth.
not find. But this is not just a puzzle. Now it's a timing game. And no,
Ugh.
no, there's
We talked about
nothing
this last
less
time.
cozy. Yes, there's nothing less cozy than putting a time
A
limit on
timer.
stuff. Yeah. And
Yep.
it like killed all the joy I had for that game, and I never finished
Mm-hmm.
it. And I'm so mad I didn't finish it because I really loved the premise of it.
I bet you could find the
And yeah,
solution now. I bet
probably.
someone did it
Probably.
somewhere.
Oh, the solution's not the problem. It's the timing.
Oh,
Now
it's
I
the
have to
timing now. Okay.
physically run the mine carts and get there in time.
Ugh.
So, yeah, I saw the solution. Someone did like a drawing, like a map. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
someone, if they have a video of it, it might be better, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That one never
that's
captured my interest, so sorry. I don't know.
no
But
apologies needed.
oh gosh, this next one. There's a couple actually, and they have two different reasons, but it kind of like tied in. Octodad, the dadliest catch.
Octodad?
Octodad, the dadliest catch, and then Sunnyside. And it's two different reasons, two very different reasons.
Okay.
Octodad, I got in a bundle that was less money than the game, again, than I actually wanted by itself. I did not, and I still do not want this game, and am completely disinterested in ever playing it. I don't want to play it. Like nothing, no appeal to me. I don't know. It just nothing I want to play. Again, wish I could gift it to someone, please. Please, Steam, please. And then Sunnyside. It's too broken for me to be interested in it. It's way too
I
broken for me to be interested in
heard
it.
I heard
I
about
couldn't even get
that.
past the prologue. I couldn't before the
Wow.
game completely shut down on me. Like
What?
the mechanics are so clunky and it was so frustrating, at least for me in my opinion. And I really wanted to love it. I love the devs. I loved watching interviews from them. I love their open and forthright honesty. I love their activity. I wanted to love this so badly because they are great. But the game was just not executed and put out into the world well. Like, it just wasn't done well. Like, there's too many broken parts for it to have come out when it did.
That's a shame.
And yeah, and now I have the game and it's going to sit there probably until I have a really beast of a computer eventually one of these days. I can dream. But still I might never play it. Like even then, cuz who knows if it'll even work then. But yeah, that's my last ones.
Oh
So,
man, I heard about that too.
yeah.
And I
Yeah.
never picked it up. And then I completely forgot about it. Well, since we're in
Right.
the farming sim genre,
Yeah.
it's basically like if it's a 3D farming sim, chances are I'll play it for a while, but I don't stick around. And so we're
Right.
looking at Song of the Prairie, Ova Magica, Blue Oak Bridge. Um, I really, really want to play not Spirit of the Island, Song of the Prairie. There was
Mhm.
such a uniqueness with like the whole detective thing, like inside people's brains,
Right.
but I couldn't really get it to work.
Right.
Like,
It's like, how does this function? There wasn't very good like tutorial or explanation with it for sure. And I don't know whether that was
no,
a translation like issue
yeah,
or something else. Like it just wasn't implemented yet or what. But yeah,
yeah. Plus, I gravitate to 2D pixel art, especially. That's just my wheelhouse and my jam. So,
same.
and it seems like every time I play a 3D farming sim, as much as I love it, it always falls to the wayside for something else.
Right. Right. The shine wears off quickly. The shine wears off
Mm-hmm.
quickly. But yeah, do you have any others, or was
That
the
was
only one
our.
your
I
last
think
one?
that was both 5 for all, both of us.
All right then. So how do things fall off of your backlog, or like what makes you excited? So we're gonna kind of like go through both of these, but like first off, like when multiple games are releasing on top of each other, shadow
Ugh.
drops, etc. Like, what are you looking for or not looking for?
So I it's usually I'll have a game on my list that I know is coming out and I'm waiting for it to come out, and then something else I want shadow drops.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's like, oh, which one do I want to play better? Do I get them both?
Mm-hmm.
But if I pick one over the other, the chances of me playing both are very slim. Very
Yep.
slim. And I
Yep.
hate that. I hate that so much. I hate that I have to choose.
I don't wanna.
I don't. But they force us to sometimes.
Yep. Yep. Or we just get choice paralysis and we don't play any of them. That's something that happens to me sometimes.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh
And how they
gosh.
fall off, usually like there's games that come out and I'm like, okay, maybe I'll go back and I'll get that one. Maybe. But then
Right.
I'll check my wish list and it's been months and all of a sudden I'm like, oh, that game came out 6 months ago. Oh, the reviews are only just positive, not like
Right.
overwhelmingly positive or mostly positive, just
Right.
positive. It's like,
Yeah.
and
It's
then I look
getting
at how much
close
it
to like
is.
middle. Yeah. It's getting close to like middling.
$25. Nah, nope, sorry. And then
Yep.
I take it off my wish list and it's just gone
Yeah.
from my purview.
Yeah. I have some that are on there like that and I just wait for a sale. So they just kind of sit there and stagnate. Which is
Yeah.
terrible. I should probably just take them off, but I have hope. I have hope that I'll get like a $2 sale or something. I don't know. But yeah. And gosh, I'm kind of the same. If they're two I'm super excited about, I'll push one back one day. Usually. Like I'll play one, I'll push one back one day, and then I'll have a poll that features both of them repeatedly, and I'll usually play them both in my own free time. But my copious free time. um, but
Well, that's what I
yeah,
ended up doing with Chef RPG and Wimble Academy. I got them both still,
yep,
but I played a bunch of Chef RPG. I had a backlog, and I literally had like a week's worth of videos that I just kind of dripped out, and
right,
then I'm like full bore into Wimble Academy.
yep. Oh gosh, I really love Wimbledon Academy. I want to go back to that one. I will go back to that one. And then if there's two, like usually I'll have one that I'm a little bit more excited about than the other. So it's usually not
Oh
like
yeah.
terrible. Shadow drops. I don't think there's anything that's like shadow dropped that I've really been excited about. So I haven't really run into that issue, at least as of yet. Nothing that's really like not like more than one that's like competed against each other that I couldn't make a decision. Like it's usually the one that I'm a little bit more excited about, or there's only one that I'm really excited about. I just know about the other releases, and I'll just go from there. So, but yep. Do we buy it immediately or wait to see reviews?
Well, one of the things about being a content creator
Yep.
is sometimes you just have to buy it immediately because you are going to be the review.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
oftentimes, if it's a game I know I really, really want, I will
Mm-hmm.
buy it immediately.
Yep. Absolutely. Oh yeah.
And that's pretty much
Like,
it.
yeah. I want to say, okay, so this month, ones that I knew I was going to buy immediately. Wimble Academy.
Yep, same.
Neva. And ones that I was pretty sure were Europa. And I kind of just fell into Amber Isle. I did get it, so if anybody does want to see that, please leave a comment down below and let me know. But yeah, I did end up getting it. I have not played it yet. I'm kind of afraid to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. It's got mixed. It's got mixed reviews. We'll see.
Oh, does
We'll
it?
see. We'll
That's
see.
the
I might.
shopkeep dinosaur one?
Yep, that's the shopkeeper dinosaur one, the crafty one. And so I might play like an hour and a half, and if I hate it, I might return it to Steam, especially since it's only been a week. Because if you only play 2 hours or under 2 hours, or it's been within the first, like, I think, couple of weeks, you can return it. No questions asked with Steam. And I don't do that very often. I almost never do that. But it is an option if anybody like needs an option like that. So anyways, I'll probably just do like an hour and a half video of it and then make a decision from there if I'm going to keep it or not. And then I am still looking forward to Fruit Bus, and I'm definitely going to be getting that, mostly because of what I've seen. I have not played it yet, but I am looking forward to playing it. So, yep.
What for upcoming games, what jumps out to you as like, I'm going to buy this immediately? So to give an example, mine is it pixel art? Is it a new take on a traditional farming sim? And is there something spooky, i.e. revealing a mystery or a dark secret? Absolutely. Get that in my cart immediately.
You said the magic words. Gosh, this is so hard to pin down. This is such a hard one to pin down, like, for reasons, because there's so many different reasons and so many different things that can catch my interest. Pixel art is definitely up there. Like, pixel art almost always grabs me, at least initially. Yeah. Intriguing story, like different, like, start to a story, like Brocula. Like that one's got me. It's pixel art and it's got an interesting, like, quirky story, like, background, like, not something I've seen before. So I'm interested. Chef RPG, again, pixel art and super, like, interesting, like, kind of a new twist on a game. So really interested in that. Plus it has that steampunk vibe, which is great. And I like
Eastward art style.
Yes. Yeah, it's got that Eastward art style mixed with steampunk and in a really interesting game loop. I'm here for it. But
very good game
loop. And then a lot of the time, gorgeous artwork. So, like, when you look at gosh, one second. Path of the Teal Lotus and Nine Souls, both of those are just gorgeous. They are gorgeous. And that's one of the main reasons I picked them up. Sometimes it's nostalgia. Visions of Mana, picked that up. I snatched that, no questions asked. You got me. It's a mana one. I'm there. You got it. And then just, like, storyline. Like, a lot of it is storyline for me. Like, capture me with your story. Capture me with your trailer. And you got me. You got me. So, and then farming sims. I'm a farming life sim person, so pretty easy.
Absolutely.
I'm an easy touch. I'm a soft touch.
And if you have romance capabilities in your game,
yes,
put a nerd in there, please.
Glasses, you got cat.
Slap some glasses and a medical degree on that one.
Yep.
Thank you, please.
Yep. Oh gosh, Fields of Mystria. But what was the other? What was I just thinking of that I was just like, oh my gosh. I just thought of something. What was I? Oh, I just lost it. My brain. No.
Age-appropriate thirst traps.
Yes. Oh my gosh. Age-appropriate thirst traps. Hayden, he got me. I wish Ulrich were romanceable too. Oh my gosh. I was just talking. I was chatting in Sharky's chat when he was playing Fields of Mystery, and someone was just so funny. They were like, he's built like a fridge.
So, some people like that.
And I was dying. I laughed so hard. It was so good. Oh, man. Give me, like, good romanceables. You've definitely got me. If you've got good romanceables. No question. But, yep. So, I think that about wraps it up for backlog and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot of demos.
Yes, Steam Next Fest.
Yep.
Is it just me? Or does Steam Next Fest always just show up out of nowhere and you're like, oh,
yes,
it's this
I
week.
was actually going to ask you. I was like, how do you keep track of this? Because I have no clue. It just was like there. And I was like, the heck? I guess that's what I'm doing this week.
I panic and then play 12 of them over a weekend. That's what I do.
Yeah. I was like, I guess I'm dropping everything else for that.
Yep.
Schedule? Who? When did I ever think that I could do a schedule? Ridiculous.
And it's always February, it's always June, it's always October. And like my brain never, and I know that, but my brain is never like, oh, it's October. Maybe we should look ahead to see when the next fest is. No,
right?
Never.
See, I didn't even know that much. I'm literally writing it down right now. February, June, October. Got it. Because I had no idea. Thank you. Yeah, but and also Wholesome Direct I think happens a couple times a year. And then Nintendo Directs when those come out. Gosh, I need bingo cards.
The Wholesome Direct usually ponies on with the next fest.
Yeah,
because it's all that same like quote unquote E3.
Yeah, it's like the June. I think that one's in June too. And it's usually like the week.
It is
a week or two before or after. I think the next fest. I don't think they usually do it the same exact time. I think it's like a couple weeks before or after, but they're both in June, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, gosh, my plans went in the trash can when I saw that it was Steam Next Fest. I was like, well, there goes that schedule. But to be honest, I was just able. Go ahead.
Oh no, go ahead. I'm about to move the conversation.
Oh no, you're fine. I was just gonna say, like, to be honest, like I wasn't able to really even play any of the demos until yesterday, and I've gotten through. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 demos, and they've been coming out as you guys have seen if you are on my channel, like twice a day. Because I'm just trying to get them out before people don't have the opportunity to play them. So by the time that this comes out, it's going to be over. Like Steam's Next Fest is not going to be going anymore. But because it ends Monday. Today we're recording on Sunday. Yep. It ends tomorrow on Monday at noon, I think it is, PST, Pacific Standard.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Or 10. I don't know. Something like that. But yeah.
So by the time that this comes out. Yeah, I've been literally cramming demos all morning, and that's what I'm going to be doing after our chat here.
That was what demos. I was doing all day today and yesterday. So other than, what's it called? Yes? I don't know if you guys heard that.
I did.
She's like, nutty? Excuse me? Yep, it's Nutty. Of course it's Nutty. Girl. She's like, excuse me. I need attention. But yeah, so by the time that this comes out, I've been grinding since yesterday after stream and all day today for demos. And I've been making sure that they're edited and uploaded too, which is time consuming. So that's why I've only played like 5 or 6.
I haven't done any of that yet.
Yeah.
Can I sit here and rave about Luma Island? Can we?
Yes, we can.
Collectively squee.
Yes,
about
we can.
Luma Island.
Oh my gosh, yes.
So it's Luma Island is what I wanted Spirit of the Island to be. That's what Spirit of the Island kind of touted itself to be, but
it fell short. But Luma Island, my gosh, yes. You go first.
What path did you pick?
Oh, so I went. So you have two series, 2 ways to play the game. So there's a Kotzy, which is like less combat, everything, and then there's Hero. And I went Hero because I like combat. So, and I don't know yet if there are different professions that you can pick from those first 2 choices. But then after that, I picked whatever one was like the pirate. I think it was like the archaeology one. Did we do the same thing?
Yes. I played on Kotzy mode because I don't have much time for the demo, so I was like half an hour tops each demo. I think I did almost an hour with Luma.
Sorry, Pass a Cookie. She has a new twin.
This is why Kotzy and I get along so well. I did want to do the archaeology one, but it had like triple skulls on it. It's apparently really hard for some reason, but that is the one I'm going to choose at 1.0.
Yeah, okay, so we did the same thing. I didn't do the difficult one. I went the other route because it was like it was like a treasure seeker. That was what it was. Treasure hunter.
Yep, treasure hunter and pirate. So basically, all right, let me give a little recap here.
Yep, you go.
The game is a little tongue-in-cheek too, because the mayor kind of makes a joke about you like hating your old boring life and showing up on this island.
And it's not just the mayor, it's like everyone with their backstories. It's so funny.
Well, you are literally on an island with nothing but like a little camper, and you go to the town, and the mayor has you register basically like what you're gonna be. Like, what are you doing? And you can pick from like, you could be a cook, you could be a jewel crafter, you could be a blacksmith, you could be what we chose, which was the treasure hunter and pirate. You basically like
you
make
could be
pirate
a brewer.
costumes.
Yep.
Yes. Oh yes. The brewing. I actually contemplated that one too, but
that was the other one I struggled with too. It was literally between treasure hunter and brewer.
Yes, and then there's one that's an archaeologist, and it's like the only one that had like a really high difficulty on it. So,
no, the other one had 3. But... There was another one that had 3 gold stars. It was just that one had 3 skulls. I thought that was really interesting that was like one of the only ones that it had a different, just little emoji, like little icon for it.
Maybe I wonder if it requires combat. I did Kotzy, and it was still there for me. So, and there is
interesting.
Combat in Kotzy. I ended up fighting some ghosts, but like I didn't take any damage.
Nice. Oh, okay. So maybe it's just like the damage and HP aspect of it that you miss out on.
Maybe.
Well, miss out on, quote unquote.
Yeah.
You just can't die. I love that there's no stamina and you never have to sleep. You never have to eat.
No stamina.
Never have to sleep. No sleep. You just play on and on as much as you want. And I love that. My little hyperfixation heart is filled with glee. Like,
oh yeah, and the exploration aspect of it, I'm glad there's no bedtime, because I would pass out every night. I get lost on the island, which isn't that big of a deal because the time doesn't matter and there's no stamina bars. You just get completely lost and find your way back.
I got completely lost multiple times. You can go check out my video. Like, oh my gosh, I literally was going around. I'm so confused. I have no idea what I'm doing, but it's fine because I don't have to sleep. Like. The only thing I said on there was I wish the map was better, but they're already going to implement that really soon. Like, that's something that they're updating before the full release on November 20th. So, and did you hear me? I said full release. So
November 20th.
I cannot wait. We're both going to be playing that like mad, I swear.
We're losing our minds.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, there were multiple points where I was like, I am completely lost. I don't know how to get back home.
Yep.
Oh, puppy, you find something? Let's go.
I know, right? Exactly. Yes, the puppy. Because we both chose the same path for the treasure hunter. The guy who like employs you or like gets you started on your journey gives you a dog. And this dog is a treasure hunting dog. And he'll just like randomly go around and sniff out dig spots for you to find buried treasure. Like, it's amazing. It's so cute.
You don't even have to command him. He just barks and walks around, and you're like, I'm following you.
Okay. Yeah, he just goes.
The other thing that Treasure Hunter does too is it's not just about finding treasures, but you also make replica pirate costumes, almost as if you're like.
It's like cosplay. It's like LARPing.
It's more like reenactment. It's more reenactment than LARPing. Yeah. It's more like, it's like historical accuracy, that sort of thing.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
My bad. But the costumes are on point. And you're helping make the costumes and like get more historically accurate, quote unquote, like gear and such. But yeah, oh gosh, so much fun. That was so addicting. I was chaos brain that entire demo. I want to go back and play the demo like multiple times over. Again, just so I can like derive a little bit more focus than I was able to attain the first time when I'm just figuring things out. But
All right.
I will say also the crafting system was a little confusing to me at first, but I went back and actually watched some of the content, and I was like, this is actually really innovative and really interesting. Like, once you figure it out, I actually like it.
Same.
But it just takes you a minute because it's not the same old, like, routine that you do in every other farming sim. Like, it's got a literal little video at the top that shows you where you can find things and what activity you have to do to be able to get things. Or if it's craftable, you have, like, it shows you what machine you're supposed to be crafting it at, etc., so on and so forth. Like, it's very visually representative instead of just a bunch of text. So I appreciate that, but it was just so different that my brain wasn't catching on to it quite as quickly as I would hope, you know. But now that I've figured it out, I'm like, actually, this is really cool, and this is really a neat way and good way to do that. So yeah.
So good. All right, I think we should move on to a different demo.
Yeah, we got to move on. Okay, you said the first one. I'm going to say in the next one, Fruit Bus.
Go for it. Fruit Bus?
This one I'm super... yes, Fruit Bus. I am super excited for this one. This one is coming out on October 28th. It is developed and published by Krillbite Studio. They have other games on Steam, but nothing I've seen before. I have not played it, but it is another one that is coming out in full release. And I have seen other people play the demo, and I'm going to be playing the demo before this podcast comes out, and I'm really excited for it. Like, it looks like just a little cursed. like the art and the animation just looks just a little bit cursed. Like, just that little bit of off, like, strange. And I love that. And I also just like the traveling around in a bus that you give people fruit on, and like the animations and everything. Like, it just looks so cute and interesting, and I'm really intrigued by it. And it's had really good reviews just from the demo, and full release has got me at this point. Like, you give me a game that's full release, like, I'm halfway on board already. So that's something.
Oh, absolutely.
Because there's been so many EA games. Like, you give me a full release, I'm like, yes, please. What? Tell me more. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So yeah, that one I'm really excited for. And we talked about that one last week, so I'm not going to dive too deep into that one. But yeah, I am excited for it.
Yeah, I have Fruit Bus on my list of demos to play tonight.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping to play it soon.
I'm going to be playing that one in the morning because after this I'm going to bed. We're recording a little late for Kotzy. But that's okay. That's okay. It's worth it.
Oh yeah. Time zones and all.
Yep. Also, I just go to bed ridiculously early.
And I'm the opposite.
Yep, we're like polar opposites with our sleep cycles. But
I'm a night cat.
Yep. I am not. I get up at before the crack of dawn. So, next up is one I don't think many people have heard of, but it sounds really interesting and intriguing, and I want to play this demo. I haven't yet. It's on my list for tomorrow. It's Tea for Sauna.
I'm gonna write that down.
It looks so interesting. This one is developed and published by Pillow Soup. Yes, pillow, like what you sleep on, soup. And this is the only game that they have listed on Steam right now. It doesn't have a release date yet. It's coming soon. I have not played it yet, but it does, I think, look like it's going to be full released. And not EA. I don't think it's planned for EA. It doesn't have anything on here that looks like it might be. So the synopsis for this is Tea for Sauna is a story-driven exploration game set in the mountains of a Slavic-inspired fantasy world. Discover recipes, forage for ingredients, and cook traditional dishes to restore the balance between the mountain spirits and the villagers below.
Okay.
So it's got me. Plus, it's tea. I mean, you know I'm going to be on it if it's got tea in it.
You guys see our logo, right?
Yeah. You see, I'm all about the tea, which is one of the reasons I want to play Call of Boba, even though I've heard less than enthusiastic, like more like meh reviews about it than anything else. I still want to play it because Boba tea. But yeah, so it in the like descriptors on it are like story rich, narrative, interactive fiction, cooking, all of which I'm really interested in. And the art on it, the pixel art on it is just beautiful. Like I love it.
It's pixel
It's
art too.
yes, it's pixel
All right,
art,
that's
cat.
yeah. I did not see this one when I was going through the Next Fest list, so I'm
You should
penciling this
check
one in
it
my list.
out.
I think so.
We should swap notes. But yeah, so I'm really interested in this one. I think this was actually I don't know if I found it or if someone brought this to my attention. A lot of people bring different games to my attention on my Discord. So if you did, I'm thinking it probably would be Kilo D if it was someone. So if Kilo D, if you
Hey,
did,
Kilo.
thank you, and shout out to you. And if it was
Shout
someone
out
else,
Kilo.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. My brain is faulty. So there we go. But yeah. Are there any other demos that you're like really excited about?
So I've played a couple,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a couple that I'm. So first of all, like, being excited about. There's like always a host of like witchy potion sims when
Oh
in
yeah.
Next Fest that I can't wait to play. I haven't played
Mm-hmm.
them yet, but Potion Tales, Jin's Potion Shop, Magic Inn, and Magical Bakery are
Ooh, I've
all.
played Magical Bakery.
I saw that on Discord.
Yeah.
Is it worth playing? Is it worth playing?
I if you like lemon cake, then yes. I think so.
I I never played Lemon Cake, so I guess
Okay. It's
I'll give
very
it a go.
much like a cooking restaurant like
Management.
simulation like management game. Yeah.
Mm,
Yeah. But like with a witchy theme.
maybe we'll see.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so
If you're just
couple
doing the
that I
demo, you might as well give it like at least 30 minutes and then you'll know. Like, yeah.
okay.
Like 30 minutes of demo, you'll be fine. I will say like there's not any customization in the demo, which I was a little disappointed about because they have them there, but you can't select them. So you
Ah.
can like visually see them, but they're kind of faded out.
Hmm.
So that was a little disappointing, but it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. What were some of the other ones? Because I got to write these down. You can tell me after we're done. You can tell me after we're done. But I do
Okay,
want
so
to
some
know
of the
which
ones
ones.
that I've played today
Mm-hmm.
are Garden Trills, which I thought was just like a botany manor. It's not.
Trills,
It's
like
actually
TRILLS.
correct.
Huh.
So I thought that was like a botany manor, but it's actually a platformer. You play as a little bird, and you just plant your garden, and then you
Oh.
have to, at least in the first area, or at least where I got to in the game, you had a quest to go turn on like the sprinkler system. And while you're going to get the fuse, go to the fuse boxes in the 3 different areas, you
Mm-hmm.
like bring gifts to other birdhouses, and like it's kind of like a collectathon. You get
Interesting.
um you get cute little cosmetic items when you gift stuff to other birds,
Mm-hmm.
but they're platformer puzzles, and
Mm-hmm.
so I probably won't play it when it comes out for that reason. That's
Yeah.
not really my jam, but it
Right.
is so stinking cute, and I do recommend watching the demo when I put it up here
Right.
eventually.
Yeah,
And
for
if
sure,
that
for
sounds
sure.
like your jam,
It
and
looks
then I played
really cute.
another.
Like I'm looking at the trailer right now and it looks really, really cute.
It
It's
is
almost
super
giving
cute
me
art
just Crow
style.
Things vibes, but like way calmer and way less
Oh,
chaotic.
way calmer. Yeah, it's not chaotic at all.
It looks
I do have a
cozy.
chaotic game on here.
Oh
I
no, what
have a
is it?
chaotic game on here that but first I'm gonna tell you we're in the plant genre still. Urban
Okay.
jungle took me a minute to get the
Ugh.
hang of, but it's
I think
actually
if it's
like
what I'm thinking
unpacking.
of, then this one didn't work for me. Yeah, this is the
Urban
one.
jungle. It's like
Yeah.
unpacking, right?
Yeah, it's like
I thought it
unpacking,
was
but
cute. It took me a little bit to get the hang of it.
the first time I played it was when I think it was Wholesome Direct in June,
Mm.
and the demo didn't work. Like
Oh,
I did all the things it wanted me to do, and I couldn't move forward. Like it just broke. Like it just stopped, and I couldn't do it. I
oh
was planning
no.
on putting the demo out, and I couldn't. So that was really disappointing because it looks cute. Because it is like a plant unpacking.
Yep.
So it's really cute. But
And
no.
you have to put the plants in very specific ways to get more
Mm-hmm.
points.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they
And
need sunlight or
yeah.
humidity or near other plants that they need to be.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And I actually found this more interesting concept-wise than unpacking. Probably unpopular opinion there. I didn't really enjoy unpacking.
I've never played Unpack. I've never played it, so I don't know.
I was like, meh. Yeah. But, yeah, I was really excited about this. It looked so cute. This was one, I think it was either Next Fest or it was, Wholesome. I think it was Wholesome, direct. But I played the demo then and it was broken. So again, first impressions. If you don't have a solid demo out, if it's broken,
if we're going to talk about a solid demo,
go ahead.
Galactic Getaway. Have you played that one?
No, I want to though. I think it's on my list. Let me see. Is this on my list?
It's a terrible demo. It's an
terrible?
Absolutely abysmal demo. Yeah. It's like Space Animal Crossing.
Oh no.
And the gameplay loop is boring. It's boring.
Oh no. That's so sad. Yeah. It looked so cute and interesting. That's terrible.
Yeah.
Sad day. But you want to know about the one that fell flat for me.
Ooh, Overthrown, right?
Yes. You just stole my thunder. Rude.
Well, we were talking about it before.
We were talking about it before. I was so disappointed. And part of it is because I was so excited for it. It looked super interesting for me because it looked just so quirky and silly. And this one was pointed out to me by Kilo D before Next Fest as one that I might want to look into because it's so chaotic. You like throw things. So like to get wood, you throw it into the sawmill. You can lift an entire tree and throw it into the sawmill. And that's so silly and up my alley. And I'm like, yes, chaos. And then I opened the game and it is a very demanding game. It's a very hefty game. And I have like a decent, like pretty good gaming laptop. That's what I'm running on. So it was doing all right at first. But as I progressed on, we got more stuttering, we got more blurring, we got more freezing, like just continuously as I got through the experience. And this is going to be a little bit of a spoiler, so if you don't want to hear this, you should mute for the next 10 seconds. Okay, like at the end, it actually shut down OBS. Like I was finished. I was already going to be logging off and everything. It actually shut down OBS and stopped my recording. And then the entire game froze and I had to shut down the game. And then I had to go back and open OBS and record just like my outro. It was so it was really not fun overall. And I caveated this a lot. It's going to be out in early access. Again, early access. It's not optimized the way I feel like it should be. It is a very hefty game. I don't think it should be as hefty as it is. Like, I don't think it should be as demanding as it is, but that's just my opinion. It's clunky. It needs tutorials. It needs tutorials. Like, there was no tutorials. You just had to figure it out. And it was so confusing. I was so lost through so much of it. And then so much of it is a grind fest to get what you need to build the things. Because it's a city builder. And it just got progressively less enjoyable for me. And it just, I think because I was so excited about it prior to playing it and so like enthused about going into it, because I had seen really good reviews from some of the people that I watch, like Josh, like they have really good they have really good gaming PCs. Okay. Like they have like hefty, like beast computers, you know? And I just don't. And I feel like a lot of people don't, you know what I mean? Like, and it just fell super flat and super disappointing for me. And I said at the end, I was like, look, I might take another look at this once it's fully out, if it has been optimized a lot, at least for laptop play, or if it gets ported to the deck, then I might look at playing it, because the deck is a beast on its own. It's a beast of a console. It is made specifically to play these really hefty games. I would say I would probably say it's comparable to like a PS5. Please don't hate me, people. But like for playability for those super hefty, like big games. It is a beastly console. And that's its sole purpose. It's like a computer that's sole purpose is to play these games, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so if it gets ported to the deck and it has good reviews, then I might try it on the deck. But I am salty. I am salty. And then there was like a series of events afterwards where it like did something weird to my computer, but that's like a whole other thing. I had to like end up restarting my computer afterwards for things to get right again. So it was just, it was just a disappointing and frustrating experience all around. If you want to go and laugh at me, go check out that demo video that I've posted.
Oh, no.
I think I had one person, I think it was Human, on YouTube comment, "This is so chaotic." Like, that's it. It just said, "This is so chaotic." Or, "This game is so chaotic," or something like that. And I was like, 100%. That's all I said back. I said, 100%. Yep. Just so chaotic. It was crazy. But, and I feel like I'm glad I'm able to give the not hefty PC build, like gaming computer perspective. Because I feel like a lot of us don't have that. And a lot of YouTubers out there who are actual streamers like do have those PC builds. So it's hard to get like a normal person's perspective sometimes on some of these games that are going to take a lot more. But
I mean, my PC was a beast in 2014.
Yeah.
It's 10 years old.
You got the old school beast computer.
I do. I do.
But you got any more?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of chaos, this is the one that I was mentioning. Alnico Smithery.
Alnico? Like, A-L?
Yeah. A-L-N-I-C-O. And I think they're based on like periodic table elements because of the way they're written. It's like, what is that game? That's potion crafting where it's all sepia toned and black lines. It's identical to that. I don't think I'm certain it's not the same dev. But it's basically blacksmithing. And as much as I loved Kinseed, blacksmithing, minigames, and While the Iron's Hot, I'm like, well, let's try this. I am too much of a bull in a china shop player to do this because it's all physics-based. I kept spilling the cup of molten metal everywhere all the time. I actually had to restart the demo because I was too far chaos that I just broke stuff. And I'm like, okay, restart. Gently,
I love that
carefully
so much.
lift the cup, put it over on the thing. You have to like really have like a light touch and stuff. And I'm just like, I don't have the patience for this.
That's
I have ADHD.
Not me.
Can I just...
That's not me.
So I probably won't buy the game.
You mean Potion Craft? Is that the one you were thinking of for the art style? Yeah. Yep. Potion Craft Alchemist Simulator. That was the one that made me think of immediately too when I saw the artwork.
Yep, yeah. Exactly. Same art style. So if you liked Potion Craft, you might like this one.
Yep. And then if you're an exacting player.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Is called Spilled.
And yes, I want to play this one so badly.
It is a solo female dev who lives on a boat. She basically did Kickstarter to get enough funds to get this game going.
Right.
And the art style reminded me a lot of Moonglow Bay. Kind of. It's pixelish, boxy.
Yeah, it's like pixel adjacent, I would say. Yeah.
There is no text in this game, and it doesn't need it. It is just, you drive a boat, you scoop up all the oil spills and the trash, and you bring it back to the big thing, and then you upgrade your ship, and then it's so chill. And it's one of those games you could put down, and then like one night you can't sleep. What's that?
You know what that description reminds me of? Lodal Knot.
Yes, it's a very similar premise. You're basically cleaning areas, but Lodal Knot is underwater, and this is on water.
Yep.
Yeah. And it's much more simple than Lodal Knot.
Yeah. This looks so interesting, and it's on my list too. I'm so excited to play this. Like, that's the one I'm definitely doing tomorrow. So I'm really excited that you enjoyed this and really liked it because that makes me look forward to it even more.
And you know how a lot of games you play it and then you don't play it for a while, and then you get back into it, and you're like, I don't know what I'm doing. This
Yeah.
one,
It
you could
wouldn't
play it,
matter.
and a month later,
Yeah.
you could be like having a hard time sleeping and get up and like, I
Mm-hmm.
need to just do something kind of chill. You could just pick
Right.
this game up and just drive your boat over the oil spills, and you
It's one
save
of
little
those like,
creatures that are
yeah,
stuck. It's so cute.
mindless, just not mindless, but like it's something that
Cozy.
like your brain
So
can
cozy.
latch onto, like that just is cozy. Yeah, exactly. It's something that your brain can
Mm-hmm.
latch onto without having to think.
Yeah.
Like it's just enough that it keeps you occupied, but then also gives your brain a chance to rest at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
So yes, oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. What else is on your list? Because I
Those
gave you my list. I gave you my list. Well, no, I could tell you the
those are the
ones that I'm going to
ones.
be playing.
I think I pretty much gave you it. I also have a couple of spooky ones, but I'm aiming to do a live stream with those. And
Ah,
that's Welcome to
okay.
Elderfield, Grimshire. My party needs an alchemist. We'll get there though.
Yeah.
But Mirthwood
Yeah.
is on my to playlist. You know that one.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
and I have two for Scaredy Cat. I played the demo for Locomotive, which is it, like we talked last time about Maniac Mansion. It brings me back to those point and click murder mystery vibes I love
Oh,
so
right. Yeah.
much. It's cute. Locomotive has been on my wish list for years. It was announced at like an E3 a long time ago.
Oh.
And then there's one called Noiramore Academy.
Huh.
It's also kind of spooky. I'm gonna play the demo for Scaredy Cat on that one too. So those are my
You should
those
just
are what
like
I've
send
got.
me all these names. Like just send me a list in a DM or something.
Okay,
One that
we'll do.
I think might be up your alley is Cosmic Horror Tales.
Oh,
So, this is a top-down action RPG about a farmer searching for his chicken on the edge of a town filled with horrors beyond human comprehension.
oh, hilarious.
And that's literally it. It is going to be an EA. There's no release date yet. Developer publisher is the same. They are Moss Tower. They don't have any other games on here. The demo is available. I know nothing else about it, but I saw this and I thought of you when I saw it. So
I
maybe
love it.
something that might be up your alley. Something to add to your list.
Oh,
But
100%.
yep. But I think that's it. I think we're pretty wrapped, right?
I think so.
But yeah, thank you guys so much for hanging out with us for another awesome podcast.
And thank you
This was
so
great.
much for
This was
being
so
here.
much fun.
Mhm. And
I
this was
love
Kotzy's
demos.
idea.
Yay!
Thanks for this, Kotzy. This was a great chat.
I try. I was like reaching too. I was like, man, the spoopy one was like easy. It was like right
It
there. It
was.
was low hanging fruit. But I was
Hmm.
like, this one, what's something we talk about all the time? Backlogs.
Backlogs. Yeah, we do.
Backlogs. So, anyways, but glad you enjoyed it. It was fun. It was fun. So,
Yeah.
anyways, but again, thank you guys. Wishing you all a cozy rest of your day wherever you are. Thank you for hanging out with us today. And we'll see you in the next podcast.
Bye.
Bye, guys.